Hello, and welcome to our video covering the installation of JUKE Multi-Cloud Control and Data Plane. In this video, we'll cover some prerequisites, downloading the JUKE software, and then finally installing JUKE. Just as a reminder, here are the minimum system requirements for the JUKE master node. And as always, online documentation can be found at hub.htbase.com. I've already built out a virtual machine using VMware Fusion, gotten the IP address, and we're going to use SSH to do most of this work. I'm going to go ahead and log in and immediately change over to a super user. And I like to create a working directory, so here I'm just making a JUKE install directory. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and confirm that bridge-utils is installed. So the first thing we need to do is actually create a bridge interface. So I'll go ahead and check to see that the bridge-utils are installed, and they are. Now, if you don't have them, you can use this command to install bridge-utilities. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and create the BR0 interface and set it to auto start. So I'm going to go ahead and use VI, add the interfaces file. And here you'll see that I'm just going to change the auto start entry for our normal Ethernet interface to BR0. And then I'm going to add the Ethernet interface as a bridge port underneath that bridge. Go ahead and write that. And then the last thing I'll do here really quickly is just go ahead and reboot the virtual machine. So here I'm going to go ahead and ping the virtual machine just to make sure that it comes back up. And once that's back up, we'll jump right back into it. So the next step is actually downloading the JUKE installer software. So now that that machine is back up, we'll go ahead and log back in. We'll go ahead and get back into a super user. Get back into my working folder, and the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure that BR0 is up. It's got the IP address that was originally assigned to the Ethernet port to the bridge interface, and we can access the internet. So this is super important. All of the packages that need to be installed, the JUKE installer will reach out to our servers and download and install. So the next thing we want to do is go ahead and download the JUKE installer. Now, really important here, I'm typing in a URL for our installer, but please double check with the HTBASE team. Make sure you reach out to your account team because this link might have changed. We want to make sure that you guys get the latest version of the JUKE installer file. So this will go ahead and download. And the last step is really going through and installing the JUKE software. So what we want to do first is we want to go ahead and make the downloaded file, the installer, executable. So we're doing that here. So next we just want to confirm that the file is now executable. All right, that's done. So we'll go ahead and execute the installer. The first flag is for an IP address, and this has to be a free IP address on the same subnet as the bridge interface. And what's important to note is that the next 7 for a total of 8 IP addresses also have to be free. We're going to use a 24-bit subnet. We're going to go ahead and enter the gateway address here so that we can access the internet. And the last entry is for a DNS server. This is just so the installer can reach out over the internet and download all the rest of the packages. with that, the installer is completed. You'll get a URL that will take you to the web admin UI, where you'll finish the out-of-box experience as well as the rest of the configuration for the JUKE master node. We'll cover the web UI and the configuration of a JUKE master node in a separate video. For more information, contact us at htbase.com or visit our YouTube channel.